So, as everybody knows, the last video was about certain people who can't help but drama whore and then call other people drama whores and just projecting. Everybody knows about that. But time and time again, within the things that influenced me to make that particular video, it's always community this, community that. We must act this way, we cannot act that way. And this is the problem with people beginning to become more collective. Yes, some people are more collectivist than others, even in more individualist movements, or at least ideologies. There always seems to be some kind of community, and then there's a particular way you have to behave, and a particular way that you must go about things, and that what you must say and what you must not say, and it's really annoying. And everybody knows that I've never considered myself part of any community, nor would I want to be a part of any community. I just want to have my friends and my enemies and my neutrals, and that's it. That's what I want. I've just expressed my opinions on this platform that I have. I'm not a part of any community, and I think I've tried my best, and I hope that my best is being shown here. That's why you'll see me hang out with people on the right and the left and in the centre, and I'll talk on other people's videos and talk about other things with people on Twitter, because I'm not part of any one community, and I'm not a part of any one particular ideology necessarily, although I am on the left, as you've probably seen from my little 8 values thing. A lot of people were saying that I need the helicopter, but I must reiterate it because it seems some people just can't get it in their heads. I am not part of any community. I am not a thing that you label me. I keep getting this from people, like some of them are memeing, but they're doing it to insult me. Other people are doing it because they themselves are tribalists, so it's usually feminists, it's usually SJWs, and they'll say, oh, you're a skeptic thing. That's the thing. I'm a skeptic YouTuber apparently, even though I've never called myself a skeptic. I mock the idea of the skeptic community numerous times, and I've always denied that the community exists, and I will go to my grave saying it never existed, and it's just another word for the atheist community that's long since died. It's just a catch-all term that the feminists and the SJWs created to group a load of people from various political ideologies that don't get along as one big thing, because they shared this one trait: anti-feminism and anti-social justice. I guess that's 2, but then again, all SJWs are feminists. Whatever. They share these traits, therefore they're all the same, and that they're all friends when they're not. And as I said in my previous video, there's always been infighting, and it always will be. Even within the cliques of the leftists, the centrists, and the right-wingers, there's always going to be that infighting, because they don't agree on anything. It's not one mass. It's not one collective mass. Now there's a manosphere, as nebulous as that is, but again, like, there are MRAs, there is an MRM, there is an MRA community. Even if they themselves don't agree on other things, maybe politics, because you get right-wingers, left-wingers, centrists, but they put that aside to do the activism. I don't know what the skeptic community is, and I, for one, would not want to be a part of any community like that. But I never signed up for this skeptic community nonsense. I never signed up for this atheist community nonsense, and that was probably the community I would have joined had I started YouTube many years before, but oh well. Time flies weird, doesn't it? There was no name for this when I initially started watching YouTube videos properly, like political and philosophical and other types of videos like that. It never existed. It was just Gamergate versus everybody else. And I don't like that people tell me that I'm a part of a thing, and then they tell me I am this, and they don't accept my retort when I say, no, I'm not a part of this. I'm not a part of anything. I am not a skeptic YouTuber. I am not a part of a skeptic community. I'm part of no genre either. I am just a commentator. I'm a pundit, maybe. I don't want to make these terms to suggest that I'm something that I'm not, but that describes what I do. I commentate on the politics and the culture and anything else, really. This is just a commentary, and they don't accept it because they're tribalistic or they're dickheads. Nobody can accept that somebody doesn't want to be a part of a community or a thing, even if they share some political opinions or what have you. They can't accept that. Like, okay, we can debate about whether or not it exists, but you cannot debate that I am a part of something when I've said I don't want to be a part of anything. I will talk to people who consider themselves part of it, but I myself do not want to be in it. Partly because I value my independence, and I value it even more now that I've got this new channel. This new channel has been a little tiny philosophical change that I didn't realise until very recently. I value achieving and building something on my own and staying away from other people that might ruin that, and being my own entity as such, not my own echo chamber, because again, I don't have fanboys. I've tried to find my fanboys. I don't have any fanboys. You guys always challenge me and everything, and that's good. We've got something good here, and I think that's partly because I'm not part of the community. I'm not part of a big mass of people. Therefore, you guys are free to engage with me in any way you want, and that's healthy for you and it's healthy for me. That's another thing. I don't have the groupthink shit that other people like to accuse me of, because I can go from one click to another click and gather all their opinions and also see their data and their information, their evidence, and come to my own conclusions. It's healthy. That's what I like. But I wish people would stop saying that I am a part of their communities when I'm not, or community. Like, why? Why do you feel the need to put me in that box, even when I say I am not part of that box, and I say, of course you are, because you think this, that, and the other, and you will always be part of this box because you think this, that, and the other. Why can't you accept that? Are you just trying to put me in a box so you can label me as such, as an enemy, or as an ally? Because I didn't give you consent for that shit. It's kind of funny because so-called individualists will say, oh, you know, everybody's an individual, anybody can do what they want, but, oh, because you think a certain way, you act a certain way, and you say certain things, oh, this is what you are, and I don't care what you as an individual say, you are part of this. Well, I'm sorry, that's hypocritical, I'm afraid. And another thing, and this is part of the job, it comes with the thing, it's part of the baggage. You will get enemies. You will get people that don't like you, and you won't like either. That's fine. That's life. Even outside of doing this, you get people you dislike. That's just the way life is. But in a community, it's kind of amplified even more, because then they will bring their own fans to the table and their own friends, and they will try in many ways to poison other people against you. Even if you yourself are not like that, you just kind of think it's between you and the other person, they will bring other people into it. Other people actually bring themselves into it when it's none of their business, and they will attack you. It basically becomes a high school type thing, and I'm like, no, I'm not in high school anymore. I'm not in secondary school. I'm 24 in 10 days? Yeah, I don't need that shit anymore. We're adults. Let's act like adults and try to go about our way. If we can find any solution to our problems, hash it out and come to a conclusion. If not, don't talk to me. It's that simple. I don't talk to you, you don't talk to me. We stay away from each other. We don't try and antagonize each other. But no, people can't do that in a community, especially on the internet, where because of, it's not even necessarily anonymity, it's just the separation of a computer screen and another person. You can afford to be that extra little bit childish, that extra little bit more vindictive, that extra little bit more of a cunt to that person, because you can go to that person, troll them, and really, unless something really bad happens, you won't really get any real repercussions over that. So at the end of the day, you can continue fighting each other for, in theory, forever and ever. That's what I don't like. If I'm going to fight somebody, I'm going to fight someone on my own terms and not as part of community drama. It's just going to be, okay, we disagree on this one thing, and because I'm a stubborn bastard, I will debate you forever and ever and ever until I get bored. And I will just leave that person alone. I will just remove myself, because at some point, there's just no point trying to continue these things. It's just going to make everything worse, and nobody wants that, do they? So in summary, it's this. Don't tell me what I'm a part of. Don't tell me I'm this label when I am not this label. I will decide what I'm a part of. Communities, the more trouble than the worth. Until next time, it's been your boy, and I'll see you later.